Good evening. Welcome to hashtag Whack Wednesday. My name is Autumn. I wish I was with my husband, Richard. We go live here on our YouTube channel every Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can also catch us on our other channel, the Weathers channel, where we go live every Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I am by myself in Columbus. It is day 3 on site. And everything's going fine. It's kind of boring, which is what leads to the title of this video is boring is good. I love boring. I love when I can reasonably expect to know what my day, week, month is going to look like. Gigi's here. Says, good evening, Autumn. How was your day? It was great. It was boring. So, guys, did I tell you I'm working the split shift where I work from 12 to 8, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m.? I love it. I can go to the gym in the morning without like having to set my alarm. Then I can come home and do some work for a little bit. Then I can have lunch before I go to site. And then I've been leaving a little early. So I've been still coming back to the hotel to have dinner because I really don't like packing lunches. Like that is just, it's annoying to have to like pack everything and portion it all out. So to be able to come back to the hotel to have dinner has been really helpful. Jim and Sheila's here. Says, good evening, Autumn and Richard. And our Whack fam, how was your happy Wacka Wednesday? It's amazing. It's going well. Richard's not here. Hopefully he's on this live right now. I bet he didn't remember you guys. Joyce is here. Says, hello, my amazing Whack fam and fantabulous fine weathers. Dustin's here. Says, what's up, everyone? How is everyone this fine Wednesday? I'm doing great. Jen's here. Says, hello, everyone. Mom's here. Says, happy Wacka Wednesday. Autumn and the Whack family. Shelly's here. Says, happy Wednesday evening, Whack fam. Cindy's here. Says, hello, everyone. Exposing Darkness is here. Says, hello, everyone. Justin said, hotel life. You are right. Jen said, finish my cruise shopping. Oh, wait, one more thing to get my cruise t-shirts. Literally, I was going to ask, like, have you ordered your shirts? Because, I've been seeing who's, like I've been going through because I've been making the orders. And I'm like, I don't know if I see Jen's name on there. Like, get with me. Marianne's here. Says, good evening, Whack fam. Kim's here. Says, what's up? Hoofnet's here. Says, happy hump day. And Hoofnet is a winner. Yes, she is. The Keto Crate's coming your way, girl. Jen said, oh, and it looks like you have a spiffy new roof. Oh, I do. You saw them working on that roof? They were just like, brrr, brrr. Like, so this is the roof to my house, you guys. Of course, they wait till the week where I'm go out of town in order to put the new roof on. But yeah, I can't wait to see it in person. Richard says it looks different. I cannot really tell from the pictures. So, Dustin said, I'm not a fan of packing lunches or meal prepping. Luckily, Chandra's easy. Just cook up steaks for her days at work. Yeah, I like meal prepping. I just don't like packing it all up. So like I'll meal prep the main things. Like for instance, I have my chicken taco salad. So I'll meal prep like the entire week's worth of meat. But I'll chop up all the salad for the whole week. But I definitely mean Richard chops up all the lettuce. But every day I build my salad. So I put the salad and then I just sprinkle the cheese and then I put some sour cream. Like when you have to pack your lunch, you have to like portion out the cheese and figure out what to store it in. And you have to like scoop out the sour cream. Like it's just annoying. And it also leads to more dishes. And y'all know how I hate dishes. So, that's how I feel. So luckily I've been able to eat both of my meals at the hotel. So also a good thing is I was able to meal prep again. So I did the same thing that I did last time. I cooked all my food and I am eating, like I'm not going out to eat, saving that per diem. Let me show y'all one thing that is definitely changing the game for me. Plus, where's my beverage at, bro? Okay. Is that my beverage? I need my beverage. Okay, I'm going to find my beverage and then I'm going to find my buns. Just like that, she's back. I'm drinking my Le Croix and I love it. Mom said so. It's just like sparkling water? And I was like, yeah, like, is this the same as seltzer water? Like, she was like, so what flavor is it? I was like, it's not a flavor. Like, it's just regular sparkling water. It is my favorite flavor. So, ooh, ooh, the carbonation. Love that so much. Exposing Darkness said, who's going to the meetup this Saturday? Yes, sound off. I would love to know. Mom said Autumn Amber's at the house walking Madeline and Alex. She could have them. She could take them right on home. Mrs. Perfectly Imperfect Keto is here. Says, hello, everyone. I'll read that name over and over again. Just Jason Keto's here. Says, good evening, everyone. Sheila said, I have studio rehearsal in 1 week. Finally finished all 3 dances, but have not memorized them yet. The show is on June 13th. Oh, you got a month. You're gonna knock that out. So I am okay. Yes, the carbon. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, guys. So my first meal. First of all, did I tell y'all my hotel trail mix hack? Like, I did this the last time I was here. I kind of just discovered it by accident, and it has really changed the game. And I will say, Kim, this is all thanks to you. The last time me and Kim went to a business conference together in Atlanta, she made like a trail mix, and ever since then, I have been obsessed with trail mix. So, they have continental breakfast bars. They have like make your own waffles, and you can do bagels and toast, and they have like cream cheese and peanut butter, like things to top them with. And they also have an oatmeal station. Sometimes they have scrambled eggs and sausage. Well, the oatmeal station, they have this huge bar of toppings, like all these different things you could like put in your oatmeal. And so one of the things you can put, they have like a whole thing of mixed nuts. And I'm like, why would you want to put these huge chunks of mixed nuts in your oatmeal? I don't know. But then they also have dried cranberries, like craisins, and then they have chocolate chips. And they have some other stuff too. Like they have granola and other things, but I was just like, that's all I focus on. So I just get a little breakfast cup, like a little styrofoam cup. I put some scoops of nuts in there, put some scoops of dried cranberries. I put 1 spoonful of chocolate chips. That's the one I have to moderate. Like I told myself the spoonful can be as heaping as you want. It can just be, but it has to be 1. So I'm like digging in there trying to get the tallest mound, but it's still only 1 spoonful. And I put it in the cup. Then I shake the cup. This is me shaking the cup. And that has become like my hotel breakfast trail mix on the go. And it is extremely satisfying every day. So I've been making that as a treat for myself. And then for lunch, I'm having my taco salad. Oh, I'll show you this. So whenever I go out of town, like I've been working on like making things like interesting for myself to since I'm going to be out of my routine. And so I'll do things that I normally don't do at home. Like in this case, I have my taco salad. I have my big bowl. I didn't bring my taco tray bowl because that's too big, but I have my salad bowl. I put lettuce. I made crock pot chicken. I am becoming a pro at the taco chicken. It is so good. And then sour cream, cheese, tapatio, fire sauce. But then I let myself have one of these, a Meyer Carb Watch soft taco shell. Like I know I don't normally eat this stuff at home, but these have been hitting while I'm here. 1 tortilla is 70 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 19 total carbs, and 13 fiber. So that's 6 net carbs. I'll take it. I will take it. It is delicious. And then for dinner, I'm having hot dogs. But once again, and it's the Kirkland brand hot dogs that come in that huge 3-pack. Those are delicious. But I'm also having keto. Now, it's not just any keto hot dog buns. It's the Hawaiian. Y'all. They're so good. They're so good, and I don't apologize. They taste so good. Oh my goodness. So I have that. I have hot dogs with a slice of cheese and mustard, on my buns, and it's delicious. And then for dessert, I have the same thing. I have strawberries and yogurt, and then I have a Le Croix. And during lunch, I brought some Sprite Zeros up here as well. So like, definitely more processed than I normally do, but also way healthier than a bunch of other choices I could be making while I'm up here. And like, I feel great. I love it. I am having a good time. So that's what I'm doing while I'm here. Um, um, Mrs. Perfectly Imperfect says my soda stream has me spoiled being able to control and get more fizziness. Now here's the thing. I was like, I wimped out on the soda stream. I was like, well, I like it. I don't know. But honestly, like these are really good. I was like, oh well, hell, I don't need a soda stream. I will literally just buy these. Plus, we do recycle. I am a recycling girly, so I definitely recycle all the cans, and I love this better than drinking out of plastic bottles. So Amber's here. Yes, said I just walked Auntie's babies. I'm sure. I'm sure you did. So, oh man, Kim said I'm gonna have to make some again. Hey, that was a game changer. I was like, I'm on the hunt for trail mix ever since you did that. Yes, it was a mound of chocolate chips, but it was only one spoon. It was only one spoonful. Like I was just like one spoonful of chocolate chips. And here's the thing, guys. Yes, they're regular chocolate chips. They're probably made with sugar. Like once again, I'm in the era of just like don't make good the enemy of perfect, right? Like I don't care. Like it tastes amazing. It's one scoop of one spoonful. I'm only here for a week. Like I put it on my plan and I enjoy it every single day. And so I am happy about that. Ooh, Joyce said I decided to do the lion diet for the next 5 weeks till I go to Iowa, trying to get out of this stall. Good luck with that. Here's all I'm going to say. I would recommend either finishing a week early or going through being at Iowa. I used to do that as well. Like I'm going to do this diet all the way up until I go on vacation. Well, like if I leave for vacation on Sunday and I do the diet all the way up till Sunday, and the rest of the whole vacation, I am just railing off like a Rage Against the Machine because I'm like, I just spent this whole time doing it. Like, when the vacation, because I feel like it's a lot of things. It's like I'm out of my routine, so I'm on this vacation. Plus, I'm really just coming off the end of this super strict thing that I just did. Like, when those things meet together, it was never good for me, right? So maybe if you want to finish a few days early so that you at least go back to eating normal keto before you head to Iowa. I just think it can be difficult to compound coming off a super strict thing, then immediately going out of your routine, So think about that. They are hitting the cranberries, everything, like the buns, the tortillas, like it's all hitting. Shelly said, yeah, Yum, I absolutely love trail mix. That's a good idea. I'm going to make my own. Oh yeah. And I know exactly, it's the Costco tub of mixed nuts. I can already tell. I'm like, oh, that's the Costco tub of mixed nuts. And then I think I will go on Amazon. I haven't really seen any in the store, like some no sugar added or like half like light sugar dry cranberries, because most of the current dry cranberries have sugar added, but you can get some on Amazon. And then some Lily's chocolate chips. Come on now, that's all I need. So Kim said, Lord, I've been looking for those buns. I saw them once at Walmart. I got these at Meijer, and they are in here, guys. Last time I was here, I brought the hamburger version of them. These are delicious. Okay. One bun, 70 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 18 total carbs, 15 fibers. So that's 3 net carbs and 11 grams of protein. Like, I won't apologize. Like, I have been loving what I've been eating this week. And I think when you're out of your routine and when you're like inundated with a lot of different food choices that you normally aren't, like being able to like give yourself some sort of, treat is totally worth it. And Justice here says, hi. Oh, Cindy said, hit that thumbs up, folks. You're right. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Let's see. Sherry said, hey, y'all, just getting home from church. Happy that you're here. You guys, my husband's not on here, so I'm going to call him and see. if he is going to join, because if he's not in the comments, are we really live? I bet you he's asleep in his chair. I bet you right now he is asleep in his video game chair. Were you asleep in your video game chair? You were asleep in your video game chair. Well, then you're not on Whack Wednesday. So, oh, you were totally about to? Oh, okay. I love you, sweetheart. Try to tell me he wasn't asleep in his video game chair. Jess said, anyone try that water bottle that has flavored air that tricks your brain into thinking you're drinking flavored stuff? Is that the circle or is that something else? I don't know. Kim said, flexibility is key. Yes. Marion said, I waited a week after KetoCon to get on the scale as Joe recommended, and I'm down 2.5 pounds. That's amazing. Yeah, Kim said he's asleep. Exactly. You're right. Yes, he is all asleep. Mom said the Kentucky Derby this weekend. Yes. And we are going to be nowhere near it. So I am, yeah, the Derby is happening this week. That means all sorts of Derby activities are happening in Louisville right now. I've been seeing some things pop up on Facebook and whatnot, but Amber said we should go to the Derby next year. I said, oh, we should not. So, like, I don't ever plan to go to the Derby again unless my husband gets free press passes. Now there I'll go, right? But no, I'm not going to pay to sit in that heat and walk. I mean, you have to park so far away. No, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. So, yes, no. Oh, look who's here. Yes. Richard said, just let Amber out from walking the dog. What, like you had to switch cars or something like that? Justin said that's like us when the Indy 500 is going on. Exactly. It's just like kind of one of those things where you hunker down. It's like, okay, this is for everyone else. Like real people, we stay inside. Jess said, I'm not dieting. I'm trying to just hit that workout and eat for that. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sleeping, just busy. See, now I don't like the way that sounds because that means you're too busy for your wife. And then I got questions if she's too busy for your wife. You know what I'm saying? So there that is. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. This is delicious, but I found I really only like it when it's like freezing cold. So I do have to drink it rather quickly. Ooh, it's still carbonated though. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness. Jim and Sheila said we wanted baked beans tonight to go with our grilled hot dogs. So I bought that zero sugar added Bush's baked beans. Oh, they were good and I'm not sorry. There you go. I'm not sorry. I think that's really all I'm working on these days is not being sorry. It's not even focusing on so much what I'm eating, but it's not being sorry for what I'm choosing to eat, right? But you guys, when I say things like I'm no longer focusing on what I'm eating, that's like after 5 years of learning about the proper human diet, right? So I can't just turn that off. I can't just be like, I'm not focused on what I'm eating, processed foods all the time. Like I literally know better. Therefore, I want better for my body, right? So when I say I'm not focusing on what I'm eating, like that doesn't mean I'm just going off the rails. It just means that like I'm not measuring the amount of cheese that I put on my taco. But that doesn't mean I'm just dumping everything. Like it's just this weird. I'm really working on trusting myself and not relying on external sources such as food scales and tracking apps to tell me what is enough food. I'm trying to work on identifying enough food for myself, right? Because when you put your trust in those things, there's going to come a time when you don't want to use those things anymore. And when you think that the only way you know how to be good is because that thing is what's telling you to be good, you don't have any trust in yourself, right? So that's what I'm working on. Woo-hoo. It's the air, it's the carbonation. Yes. Richard said, yay, all the Whack fam is here. Yeah, we're missing you. Exactly. Now you're here. Just said I leave work earlier on Derby times. Exactly. I hate the traffic. Yeah, exactly. So, but at least they clean the city once here. We got to impress all the out of towners. So we got to make them think it's a nice city. So, yes. Oh, my mom said gas prices spiked just in time. Of course they did. So, Dustin said, even if we go off the rails, it's not really going off the rails. We still know what the path is. Exactly. Like that's all I've ever really wanted from a diet, is to understand how I was supposed to be eating every day, right? Because I knew 100-calorie packs of Oreos in lean cuisines, that's not, there's no way I have to eat like that for the rest of my life, right? Every single day. And so I know what to eat every day. Whether or not I choose to eat that every day, that's a choice I get to make, but at least I know. And that was the biggest thing. Kim said, PhD for the win. You're right. Richard said, preach it. I appreciate you so much. Perfectly Imperfect says, it's all about healing your relationship with food and you controlling the foods and not the other way around. Yeah, sounds like you got it down to me. I appreciate that so much. I've been working hard, okay, on that. But I really feel like I'm in a really good place. And once again, that's the largest part of it, how you feel. Like, yeah, how much you weigh, that could be important. I feel like your health markers also important, but how do you feel every day? Like I was listening to the podcast, and she was like, how often do you wake up and you're glad that you're you? Like you're glad that you're living your life, right? That's the biggest marker of success, is that you're happy to be you right now, you know? And it's like, you're not happy to be you when you lose all the weight or when you do this. Like, if you feel like you're afraid of food, if you feel like your diet and your life is restrictive, if you feel like you're suffering, that's not a life of someone that wakes up and is happy to be them, right? But when you can feel good about what you're eating and how you're feeling and your outlook on life, that is the biggest marker of success, right? And I just feel like all the numbers follow that, that's what's happening. So Dustin said, knowing is half the battle. That's hilarious. Lord, Jess and my husband are making plans in the comments. Take it offline. Kim said, so true. How I feel is important. When I eat too many sweeteners, I feel yucky. Yes, exactly. I mean, I feel the same way. Once again, I'll never forget Thanksgiving 2020. Was that 2021? Ugh, I'll never forget that. Joyce said, I'm taking my air fryer to Iowa, but still have a couple off-plan meals planned. Yeah, starting to plan now. That's smart. That is smart, is to plan ahead now and just realize that, yes, the food in Iowa might be different than what you normally eat, but it's not food that you'll never be able to have again, right? So you don't need to just get it all in, because who knows when I'll be able to have this again, right? So the one of the podcast episodes I was listening to today really is something that I really, really struggle with, and that is leaving food on your plate, like not finishing your plate. That really makes me uncomfortable. I don't like to do that. Even though, like, could you imagine just leaving 2 bites of food on your plate and throwing it away? Like, you'd be like, that's so stupid. Why not just finish those 2 bites, right? But it's like, are you hungry for those 2 bites? Have you had enough? And it's even more so when we're out to eat and I paid for a meal. If I'm paying for the meal, I'm eating the entire meal, whether I'm hungry for it or not. Unlike my husband, I don't take things home, right? And so I'd like, if I'm not eating it there, I'm throwing it away. And I'm like, there's no way I'm throwing this food away. We paid for it. So I've been thinking of like ways to mitigate that. First of all, make a smaller plate. Like if I'm at home, make a smaller plate and then, finish that plate, right? And then evaluate and see if you want more. But when going out to eat, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it would just be in my best interest to like take half the meal home, or like have a to-go box. Because once again, I do this thing where I'm just like, well, I'm eating out today, but tomorrow I'm back on track. It was just like, no, like, so I have to stuff myself to the brim today. Whereas like, wouldn't it make sense? How about if I just eat half this meal that I'm actually hungry for now, and then I can just make the rest of it my lunch tomorrow, right? Like I just try to go so many days in a row, or like without eating non-keto stuff or off-plan stuff. But what I've realized is that's causing me to take more harmful action on those days that I am not eating keto, right? And so I'm really I'm really focusing and working on evening things out versus being like really good and then really bad when I'm bad, really good. Then like, I just want to live like a typical life. That's what I'm working on. So yes. Richard said, I'll never forget. Thanksgiving. I know it was a bad day. I mean, Thanksgiving 2021, I remember for a fact, it was like one of the only days since my surgery that I felt like I used to feel pre-surgery. Like I was in so much pain that I couldn't move. And it wasn't like my stomach was full pain. It was like all of the erythritol and the sweeteners really messed with my stomach. And it was just so much gas building up in my intestines. Like I literally thought I was going to explode. And I absolutely hated it. Kim said, I don't mind leaving food on the plate. It's my husband who had the problem. Yeah, no, I'm definitely that person. Jess said, do you ever do the 20-minute timer? I'm trying that. I cut my portion down a bit and set a timer for 20 minutes. Yeah, see, so that's also another thing I'm trying. So the podcast I listened to said 10 minutes. So 20 minutes is even better if you want to do that. But yeah, just like different strategies to mitigate, like not listening to your body. Once again, not relying on external things to tell you when you're done, right? The empty plate is an indicator that you're done, right? Like that's something outside. Let your brain and your body be an indicator that you're done, not necessarily the plate having to be clean, right? So these are just all things that I'm working on. Gina's here says, good evening, everyone. How the HE double hockey sticks are, y'all? I miss what I felt like in the beginning of this journey, that high of it all. Yeah, being new and successful. I realize I'm chasing that feeling. Yeah, I have given that up because here's the thing, like, here's the hardest truth that I've had to grapple with in this journey. Is success really success if you didn't sustain it, right? Like, did keto really work for me if I just abandoned it and gained all the weight back? Like, it was keto successful? Like, and I'm really starting, like, I feel like what I learned in the beginning, and even like I said, what we continue to learn is important. But I feel like we put these tactics on a pedestal of like, yeah, it really worked when I was hardcore carnivore. But did it work if it made you just want to rail against the, like diet and then you gained it all back? That's not working, right? Like, I feel like the definition of something that works is something that you can do forever, something that will allow you to sustain your success, not give you temporary success for 6 weeks to 6 months, but then when you just can't wait to stop it and then go back to what you're doing, that's not success, right? And so I don't even look back and be like, oh, I was so good in the beginning and I was so happy. And I mean, I wasn't. Like, I was happy to be learning something new, but I feel that way now. Like now I'm happy to be learning something new, but it doesn't have anything to do with like, I got to get back to keto because that's when I was successful. Like, no, it clearly keto wasn't the thing, or I wouldn't have gained weight back, right? Like fixing your mind is the thing. And I hadn't done that at that point. So that is just something that I've been thinking about. Oh man, Chris Bear is here on his phone like a chump. I know. That makes me funny to say chump. So let's see. Oh, Chris said we're watching Demon Slayer as soon as the kids get home. I don't know what that is. I am watching The Diplomat on Netflix. Carrie Russell, I am a fan. I am liking it so far. So oh my gosh, Chris said, Richard, you should cook yourself a nice rare steak. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop that blasphemy. So yes. Jess said, it's not if you don't sustain it, in my opinion. I lost 175 pounds, but it was forced. Yeah, I lost the weight, but not the mental weight. Yeah, where am I at now? Success, already winning and not even at my target weight. Yeah, see, this is exactly how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm already successful because my mind has changed a lot more than it did in the beginning, right? And so my weight loss might be slower, might be non-existent. I don't care, but I feel more successful, which isn't that the point? Isn't that all we want? Like anyway, is to feel successful. So that's really what I've just been focusing on. So, oh my gosh, I'm about to block y'all. Keto in the Midst is here. Says good evening, all. Hello, mid. I like saying midst. Jess said we watched The Mole per your recommendation. Yeah, oh, it was really good. If you like The Mole, you should watch if you have Peacock, you should watch The Traitors. Now that was really good. It was better than The Mole, if you ask me. So, Richard said, oh, I love the mental game. I know, right? So That's what I'm working on. Like I've created a new tracker. Um, I wanted to get more specific about what I was like not tracking. It's like a daily planner. That's what I should call it. It's a planner because I feel like tracking is reactive. This is what I'm going to eat and I'm going to track what I eat. Whereas planning is I'm going to plan what I eat beforehand so that I already know what I'm going to eat when the day gets here. And so I've been starting this new daily planner template that I've built because I wanted to get more specific about what I'm eating during the day. And I've been using it while I've been here, and it's really been working well. So I'm excited to, keep using that. But overall, like I said, I feel great. I am excited. I told Richard when I get back home, we have to go to the garage and get out the whiteboard so that we can write down everything we need for the cruise. There's so much stuff. Like packing for a cruise, especially a 7-day cruise, there's so much stuff. Mm. I'm done. Hashtag team gravity, right? You gotta tip it all the way up in order for the gravity to work. So it's absolutely delicious. So Chris said, I started watching Jury Duty, fake reality show about a jury. Everyone is an actor except one guy. He thinks it's real. No, that's not. What is that on? What is that on? Joy said, for my YouTube channel, I do inspirational quotes, and that has been helping me. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Like inspirational quotes are like whatever. I think it's different for everyone. Like whatever is really going to make you feel better, that's the only thing that matters. Jess said, mindset wise, ask yourself this: are you a fly or a honeybee? Ooh, I don't know where this is going. Are you seeking out stuff that not going to last, or cultivating real lasting things in your life? Ooh, wow. The fly sees trash. Honeybee flowers. I love that. Everything I'm seeing is trash. I'm a fly. But yes. Gina said, planning always worked for you, Miss Excel spreadsheet. Yes, except now. But see, here's the thing. It's not only about what you're doing, it's why you're doing what you're doing. So did planning always work for me if I only did it 30% of the time? And when I did it even when I did it that 70% of the time, I was super good. But like the second I didn't make a plan, completely off the rails, like I feel like some of the habits, they're good habits to have, but why I was doing it, I was creating a plan because I thought that was the only way that I was going to be able to have self-control, is if this plan told me what to do, And now I'm just getting to the point where I'm planning because I know what I want out of my day and out of life, and I know how I want to feel, and I know that that plan will help me reach it, right? So it's not even about the actions you're taking, it's about why you're taking them. So yes, I do. I mean, there is an element of planning that I've always liked, but in the past it was just like I was literally like weighing out grams of cheese, like, and if I weighed out 29 grams of cheese instead of 28, I had to take 2 pieces of cheese off and I had to put it back in the bag. Like that's not real life for me anymore, and so that's really just what I'm coming to terms with. Richard said, oh, we're getting out that whiteboard. Yeah, we had to lug it all the way in. Oh no, right? Freebie, that's crazy. I can't add another streaming service, even though I know that's a Roku channel, isn't it? Yeah. So Keto Simple said The Great on Hulu comes back this weekend, and the spinoff of Bridgerton starts this month. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that. I do know that. So Dustin said, I plan by having full control of what comes into the house as far as food. Yeah, that is also really, really helpful too. Richard said, mind blown. I know, right? Kathy says, how does one achieve that and keep that good mindset? Sometimes I'm there, but sometimes not so much. So one thing that I like to do, it's just practicing. It's building up the habit of making a plan every day. But then I think you can start to tell when your plan, You can tell that there's something wrong with your plan when you don't want to follow it. You can tell, am I getting too restrictive? Am I letting scarce thinking, creep back in? Like, oh, maybe I should skip trail mix tomorrow because I've already had it 2 days in a row. Like, but that I wouldn't want that. Like, I want the trail mix, right? So it would make more sense to just put it on the plan versus trying to, like, in diet mindset, we always pull back. We think, oh, this is feeling too good. I should suffer a little bit. So let me turn down the calories. Let me turn down like we have a good thing going. And then we're like, I'm feeling too good. This must not be working. Like if I'm feeling this great about it, I feel like I need to be like challenging some more. Like, in the podcast that I'm listening to, she really said something that was profound, which is just like, if you weigh 200 pounds and you want to weigh 140 pounds, you shouldn't be eating like a person that weighs 140 pounds. Like, and that was really like, I want to weigh 140 pounds. I should be eating that way. Like, you need to be eating like someone that weighs 195 pounds. And when she mentioned, like, when she said that, I was just like, it's the small incremental changes. Like, we don't need to rip the Band-Aid off so quickly, because that is what causes it to be unsustainable. It is really supposed to be just small incremental, barely recognizable changes, and that's what I'm going for. Jess said, do you ever feel like being a smart, driven person can be detrimental? Yes, because even if you procrastinate and you're inconsistent, you can still pull it off anyway. Yes, or I know, like, I can just overanalyze. Like, this is, even as I'm doing something, I don't want to be eating this. My higher self doesn't like this. Oh, screw it. Shut up, higher self. I just want to be able to enjoy this. Yes. But here's the thing. Like, I can still pull it off anyway. This is exactly how I'm treating the low carb cruise presentation. I'm not going to start that thing till the Monday before the cruise, right? Like, this is when this sort of thing I can always help. But like, have I been pulling off successful weight loss? I don't think so. Because once again, successful weight loss is when you don't gain it back. And I've lost weight, but I've also gained a lot of it back. And so that's not successful, for me. That's not pulling it off, right? So I'm having to practice something different in order to get different results. So freebie is free on Prime. No. I mean, did I say another pay? I can't pay for another one. I just meant I can't watch another one. Like, we watch so many streaming platforms as it is. Like, I can't watch another one. See, Chris, speaking of the cruise, I should probably try on my presentation. Same, right? Same. But yes, like, that is just what I've been thinking about. Kathy said, great advice. Thank you. Going to work on my changes and not so extreme. Yeah, just little changes. Like, and just getting away from this notion that, like, if I'm not suffering, I'm probably not going to get results quick enough. Like, and once again, what's the rush? What is quick? What does that even mean? Like, my goal is just to build a life I enjoy living every day, and to eat a diet that I enjoy eating every day. Like, your diet, once again, it should be fun. It should just feel like, oh my gosh, like, you guys, this is how I feel about them hot dog buns. I'm just like, oh, that was so good, right? Do I need those every single week? No. Would I put them on my plan if I thought that would make me happy every single week? Yes, I would. Like, I am over sacrificing. Like, oh, I can't eat hot dog buns every day and lose weight. Like, I guess even though I really want them and they make me happy, I can't do it. I gotta sacrifice. No, I'm not doing that. But that's the thing. Once I eat hot dog buns for a week, I don't want them every day. I can go a month, no hot dog buns, right? And so it's just like, if you're being honest with yourself, what do you like? If the longer we've been following the proper human diet, you like food. You like real food. You like a majority eggs, beef, butter, bacon, if you will, chicken, vegetables, like that. You like that food, right? There are going to be some times when you want to sprinkle some other stuff in there. Do that. And don't feel bad. Trust the foundation that you've built. That I'm like, I know what real food is. I know what a proper human diet is. I can eat, like, I choose to eat that every day because I know it's what's best for me. Not I have to because this is the only way I can lose weight. No, we're past that. I'm past that, right? I'm eating for my health at this point. So that is how I feel. Just said my consistency on food stuff is great. My current mental block is on promoting myself, my business, my side projects. That's a struggle. Yeah. And that's also why I don't do that either. Right. Like you guys, y'all know how selling causes me stress and talking about my stuff. I don't like doing it. Right. So I found workarounds of I have people to do that on my behalf, people that do like to do that. Right. There's a difference between like getting out of your comfort zone and growing versus getting out of your comfort zone and like just getting stressed out. Like stress is my enemy right now. So I know exactly what that looks like. Sometimes it's good to grow, but sometimes it's good to recognize your weaknesses or your area, like your not areas of strength, and let other people do that, who that is their area of strength. Okay, guys, I'm getting off here. I want to go back to watching, what is it again? The Diplomat? Whatever I was just watching. I want to go back to watching some of that before I go to sleep. So everybody have a great night, and we will see you on Sunday on the Weather Channel. Bye.